strangers sit up close.
Hey, you guys are all set to go.
We're ready. Are we going to get a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Or are we just going to start?
5, 4,
You.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah!
Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone, to a Sunday at Sea.
Here we are.
We're live here in the Federated Church in downtown Edgartown. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, we just did the Ukrainian national anthem, and we've been doing it for longer than we want to do it because we want the war over.
That's right.
And it's our way of our
Solidarity
and feeling warmth and hurt.
And also, in case you're joining us for the first time, this is Mark Allen Lovewell, and I'm Molly Conole, in case you don't know who we are.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome. You're welcome.
So this is a big deal for us. We're getting this show. The show is getting bigger. Our audiences are growing, as many of you already know, and we're going live with a real audience. You know, we've got some nice people here. I recognize most of them, a few of them. Oh my God, what nice folks here.
But he started this show 3 years ago during COVID time when there were no performances, and look at how we've grown. Isn't that fun? So thank you for being here.
I mean,
We're glad.
we talk about that right now? Can we talk? It's just, the show is astounding to me.
Yeah.
We've had the blessing, the wonderful tributes and friendship and all the goodwill that has been generated by this show, despite all the technical difficulties that go back to the very beginnings. And we have such a loving, tolerant audience.
That just likes to hear the music, and so do we.
There are
And we
people
like to share
in
it.
Arizona, California, Oregon,
Louisiana, Germany,
Chesapeake
London.
Bay,
Yeah. Welcome.
friends in Alaska. We got occasionally a friends in, but anyhow, it's really a treasure to have this audience.
Yeah, we're glad you're here.
And one more thought, because we got to get going. It is astounding to both Molly and I, as we wander the streets of this island, how often we will be in the thick of something, like going to the grocery store.
That's right, in the line.
In the thick of doing some errand which is consuming us. And somebody will pull us aside and say, we watch your show. We don't tell anybody, well, we watch your show. So there's an anonymous audience out there. Please feel free to comment. We don't hold you to it.
We do this live on Facebook as well, so when we say please comment, there's people out there that are sending us messages right now, and we appreciate that. So
if you're watching Facebook Live right now, you're seeing that there's comments coming in right now in this
That's
moment.
right. And if you're here, your comment can be a little applause after each number. There you go.
And also I want to remind those fellows and folks and ladies and you know, who are commenting, please know that that not everybody knows you. So don't hesitate to introduce yourself, where you're from, because
That's right.
that we always have a new audience coming along, and the fellowship that gets generated. We actually have a Sunday at Sea page on Facebook where people comment and feed. So anyhow.
It's a nice little group, absolutely. Can we talk about how hot it is? Because it has something to do with this next song, actually.
Oh my God.
Right? So yeah, we're all feeling it right here, right?
We're
A
feeling
little
it
bit of
here.
dripping. Well, we were thinking about how tired it was making us today. Just trying to get through the day. And that had a parallel to a lot of the songs that we sing, because a lot of the songs that we sing come from working hard on a boat. Think about it, how hot and sweaty you're going to be from that. And also how coordinated you need to be with other people on the boat. You're not going to just count 1, 2, 3, go, and pull the thing. You have a song. It's much more creative that has that 1, 2, 3, go. So everybody does the hard work at the same time. It's in a coordinated way, but a lot more fun with a song.
And sea shanties, which is what we're doing. When sea shanties were sung 100 years ago, in a time before recorded music, in a time when it was everybody participated in singing, and it was a way of establishing the rhythm of doing the heavy work that needed to be done. And these songs were not Elvis Presley hits, but they were songs that preceded Elvis Presley and were and circulated the world aboard ships, sung by sailors.
And sometimes they were changed a little bit, but you might hear some lyrics in one song that are the same as in another song, and it's really pretty fascinating. Yeah. This is a fun one.
This song we're going to do right now is, we haven't done this on the show in a really long time, and it's a Hawaiian song. It's a sea shanty that comes from Hawaii, because as many of you already know, there were a lot of whaling ships from New England that pursued whales in the Pacific. And one of the big parts of the story of the building of America and the creation of America is a lot of whaling ships went to the Sandwich Islands. And they would replenish their whatever, and they would get crew and connect and whatever. And so this is a song. It goes back to the days of the Civil War, because this is when the whaling was the big deal. And listen to the words, because it tells the story about a fella on a ship and going up to the north into the cold waters and dealing with that. And so, anyhow, just listen to the words. It's amazing. Once more we sail with a northerly gale, are bounding o'er the main, and soon the hills of the tropical clime will be in view again. 6 sluggish months have passed away since from your shore sailed we, but now we're bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui. Old Maui is a word for the Sandwich Islands. Rolling down to with a favoring gale to our distant island home. Our mainmast is sprung, our whaling's almost done, still we ride the ocean's run. Our stunsail booms were carried away. What care we for their sound? A living gale is after us, her awful homeward bound. Rolling down to old Maui, my boys, rolling down to old Maui. Once more we sail with a northerly gale, rolling down to old Maui. Oh, welcome the seas and the fragrant breeze, laden with the odors rare, and the pretty maids and their sunny glades, who are gentle, kind, and warm. Their pretty eyes even now look out, hoping for someday to see our snow-white sail before the gale, rolling down to Maui. You can try singing. Rolling down to old Maui, my boys. Rolling down to old Maui. Once more we sail with a northerly gale, rolling down to old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, my boys. Rolling down to old Maui. Once more we sail with a northerly gale, rolling down to old Maui. We don't know who wrote that song.
Yeah,
We don't. We know that song was popular. That song is among sea shanty songs. Is one of the. It's a beloved song, and it's
So
still
what's this
alive
next
and
one?
well.
That's right. And this next one's from Hawaii too, which is kind of cool.
It's called John Kanaka, and it's a work song, more of a work song, and it's got a rhythm to it, and it's got a
It's got a little repeating phrase that you all could join us with, right?
That's right.
John Kanaka Naka Turae. Can you say that? John Kanaka Turaye. Oh yeah, so you
Do it again.
Yeah.
John Kanaka Turaye.
That's right. Here we go.
Well, I'll tell you what a Kanaka is. A Kanaka is a Hawaiian sailor. Yeah, and it's not derogatory. I mean, there are words that we can use to describe people we don't use in the English language anymore because they're unkind and they're referred to as unkind.
But this
Kanaka is a term to describe a fellow from the Hawaiian Islands who works on a ship. And the reason is that, we'll just be straightforward about it, is in the 19th century, in the days of whaling, these fellows would work on the ships. And their names, not like your name being Mark, John, or Molly, or whatever, their names would go on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah, in the culture.
If you ever
their
look
names
at the
are
culture
long.
of the wonderful culture of the Sandwich Islands, it's a nation. The name will go on and on and on and on and on. And so if you're working on a ship and you wanted to call somebody, if you wanted to be polite and proper, you would say, would you please carry the line over to the, you know what I mean? So what ended up happening was that it speeded up the ability for fellows to talk and converse and share the story. And when I was in Hawaii singing sea shanties, this is a wonderful song. This is a tribute to the sailors. And I have to tell you that we New England whalers were into killing whales. The Sandwich Island folks, they were not. They were peace-loving folks, but they worked on the ships, and they came on the ships, and they were beloved folks. We love them. So we sing this in a way to honor them and to recognize that the huge culture, there was a nation out there. They had king and queen and a whole, in thousands of years of history, like our Native Americans here on this side. But they're Native Americans of Hawaii, and their history and their story goes back. And they're wonderful folks. Anyway, so we sing this song. I mean, I'm very sensitive to the idea of ethnic, being proper and respectful and stuff like that. But this is a fun song. I thought I heard the old man say, John Kanaka Turaye. Today is a holiday. John Kanaka Turaye. Turaye. Whoa, Turaye. John Kanaka Turaye. We're browned away at the break of day. John Kanaka Turaye. We're bound away for Frisco Bay. John Kanaka Turaye. Turaye. Whoa, Turaye. John Kanaka Turaye. Just one more heave and that will do. John Kanaka Turaye. 'Cause we're the crew to pull her through. John Kanaka Turaye. Turaye. Whoa, Turaye. John Kanaka Turaye. Oh, John Kanaka, I heard him say, John Kanaka Turaye. Today is a holiday. John Kanaka Turaye. Turaye. Last time, here we go. Whoa, Turaye. John Kanaka Turaye.
I think you guys are higher. That's awesome.
I love having an audience. I'm a sea shanty singer. It's like to have people in the audience.
You're pretty participate.
Oh my
That's
God,
right.
that's so wonderful. All
All
right.
right, we're going to give you a little bit of a break now. We're going to do a little instrumental one.
Yeah, we do all the work on the instrumental.
Now this is an Irish tune. This is a traditional Irish tune, and it's called The Road to Lisdoonvarna. Please forgive me if I'm saying that wrong. It is an actual location in County Clare in the Galway area, and that's where this comes from. And the road, I mean, somebody's been on the road, and this is a little tune. I think you'll hear how it sounds like a kind of a little traveling song, a jaunty little traveling thing. And we, in the interest of the heat, are going to keep it a little slow.
That's right.
Because we don't want our
We don't want any
Yeah.
sparks flying in.
well, so I'm seeing a question from the audience about my violin, my fiddle. So, yeah, so some of you haven't met my tiny bow. This is my tiny bow. This is actually something I ordered from Australia because it is a teaching bow, as if you're a beginner learning Suzuki violin. This is a little teaching aid to teach the kids to use the entire length of the bow, which is easier in something that's small and easy to balance when you're a tiny kid. Well, I decided to investigate if there was anything small that I could play vertically, because right now my shoulder isn't quite able to get back yet to holding it the regular way. It's just a little bit. I'm working on it. Well, I have a wonderful person, Lauren. Shout out to Lauren, who's working with me to get it back in
So
shape.
Molly is a musician, and not to be constrained by doctor's orders to say don't hold that thing up there like that. She had to figure out a way to keep doing music. Now, I don't know if you've ever had that problem in your own creative pursuits when somebody said, "You can't do that." So she's got a little investigative.
So I'm playing it like a cello with my teeny
And
tiny
she
thing.
did some Googling.
I needed to have a tiny one because I was going to be bonking him left and right if I didn't have a tiny one. So that's my little solution. So we're going to go to Ireland right now. All right, we're going to do it.
Here we go.
Here we go in a nice little leisurely pace because it's hot. 1, 2, here we go. Oh, we got off the road. There was a car coming.
It's live, folks. It's live. This is so live. Unbelievable live. I saw those notes go right out the window.
That happens, right? That happens.
Oh, fairly frequently. Anyway.
Ah.
All right.
Now, speaking of things you put a lot of work into, and then you see all that work just go flying out the window, we're going to talk a little bit about boat maintenance right now, because we all know, you put a lot of work into getting that boat all ready. And then things happen during the season. Well, this song is about one particular thing that happens every single year. If you got a boat sitting around and going around, you're gonna find this little tenacious creature hitching a ride. This is a little song I wrote about barnacles, because there just needed to be a song about barnacles.
Nobody's ever written a song about barnacles.
What?
But they're
I think it
pervasive.
They're pervasive.
You can't go anywhere. Can't go anywhere on Martha's Vineyard on the waterfront without encountering barnacles. And
Right?
even
Right?
if
Am
you're
I right?
kindly about them, there's an opportunity.
You and I are about
Well, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
barnacles though. You
That's right.
And
Barnacle.
And barnacles have been responsible for really messing up the whole,
Yeah,
fishing,
that's right.
merchant, sailor. It's just anyhow.
There
So
we
the
go.
idea is that
Let's have a song to celebrate them.
let's wrap ourselves around barnacles.
That's right.
Not too close.
All right. We're gonna do it now. Let's do it.
You gotta set me the rhythm here.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Here we go. That's it. That sounds good. Oh, the barnacle's king of the ocean. Kind of strange, 'cause he's not much in motion. He prefers to prevail on a dock or a whale, holding tight as the world passes by. He's a builder who's mastered self-gluing. Builds his shell, he knows what he's doing. His legs catch the krill till he's eaten his fill, then retreat when the tide leaves him dry. Oh, with a barnacle's crown of cement, you will find that he is hell-bent on sticking it to us. Oh, yes, sirree, the barnacle's king of the sea. Yes, the barnacle's king of the sea. You see what I mean? You get it about this guy. It may seem a barnacle's lazy, stuck on his head, that's just crazy. But his headstrong ways work, make us feel like
a jerk.
when we think we can outsmart his ways. We keep trying our paints and our potions, power washing and ointments and lotions to make him unstick, but he knows the
That's
trick. And more barnacles grow back in days. Oh, with a barnacle's crown of cement, you will find that he is hell-bent on sticking it to us. Oh, yes, sir, yes, the barnacle's king of the sea. Yes, the barnacle's king of the sea. all to keep sticking, that's all, to keep sticking and dragging us down. But you have to give credit, he'll never give up. He is much, much too clever. To his crusty ways cheer, might as well hoist a beer. To the barnacle he wears the crown. Oh, with the barnacle's crown of cement, you will find that he is hell-bent on sticking it to us. Oh, yes, sir, yes. You can scrape, you can swear,
I've done it.
but I warn you, beware. The barnacle's king of the sea. Yes, the barnacle's king of the sea. Oh, yes, the barnacle's king of the sea. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Only here in the Federated Church.
That's right. Oh my.
Only here.
Only here.
Oh my gosh. All right.
This next one's a beauty. Oh, I can't wait for you to hear it. He wrote it. He wrote it. He's not going to brag, but he
This
wrote
is
it.
called Papa's Old Boathouse. I'm a really very fortunate fellow that I come from a family that has a boathouse in Edgartown Harbor. And it's been passed on from one generation to the next in a world that has changed so much in 100 years. The boathouse, many of you see it when you look across the harbor. It was built in 1899. It's the oldest structure standing in Edgartown Harbor. Of course, because of so many hurricanes that have come. And I mean, you look at the reading room, the structure underneath the reading room is not as old as the Vos family boathouse, but the reading room wharf underneath goes back to the 1800s. And you go look at the yacht club. The Vos family boathouse is older than the Edgartown Yacht Club. The yacht club is located on the site of Osborne Wharf. And Osborne's Wharf is long gone. There's not anything in there about. So you look across Edgartown Harbor, that's it. Hurricanes, storms, all kinds of things have taken all things out. And the whole structure and ways of Edgartown Harbor have changed. And so this legacy building is I don't have to say to you, is historic, but what it's doing today and what it's been doing since it was built is fostering an appreciation for the ocean, fostering an appreciation. And you don't even have to stand on it to know that whoever built it and whoever worked with it and used it and takes care of it cares about the maritime heritage and history. So when you look at me doing what I do, I'm not unique in any shape or form of what I do. I sing sea shanties, I tell stories because of a great, wonderful love that I have for my heritage. And so, how many years ago? So that's 4 years ago, 3 years ago. 4 years ago, I wrote a song, which we're going to do right here. And we recorded it, and it's not a big fanfare song. You'll never hear it on the radio.
But it does have a little chorus that if you start to pick it up, you can join in on that too.
But anyhow, the feeling is, let the words speak for themselves. But it's about, kids growing up, loving swimming and sailing and being on the water. While warm summers come a-rolling, winters are so bitter cold. My thoughts are here in this old boathouse, sitting on the bare wood rail. Here is where our family gathers, youngest learn to swim and sail. The end of a long road for so many, always good to be back again. Papa's old boathouse, Papa's old boathouse. The end of a long, long journey to Papa's old boathouse. From the top of the hill you see your friends out sailing. Boats are shining, sails are full. The day is brightening, the wind picks up. Let's go for a sail. On the top of the hill, smell the salt air blowing. Watch an osprey fly above. Let's go down that long, long stairway. Hold the hand of one you love. I'm going to throw that again. Hold the hand of one you love. Papa's old boathouse, Papa's old boathouse. It is a brightening in Papa's old boathouse. Where am I?
I think we're over here now.
For us it's home above the ocean, wiggling fish and seagulls play. Hear the music of the metal mast ringing, wooden boats, they creak all day. On deck sitting in old chairs a-rocking, we toast to youth in Grandma's way. Most of all, we're all thinking Papa's gift to us. Papa's old boathouse, Papa's old boathouse. Most of all that we're thinking is Papa's old boathouse. Here I got a kiss from a lovely woman, got my first taste of Chardonnay. Hear guitars, my sister singing of changing times that have gone away. You can't wrap these memories and put them in a fable. You can't hide or tuck them away. You relive them sitting on the highest rail. Then you jump into the rolling wave. Papa's old boathouse, Papa's old boathouse. You relive them sitting on the highest rail. Papa's old boathouse. After the sun sets behind the hill, sky's fading, red turns to gray. We sit on that little pier kicking glowing jellyfish on their way. We watch the fireworks all glitter, hear a boater's chorus toot their horns. Remember that old patriotic anthem warms the heart and we all cheer. Papa's old boathouse, Papa's old boathouse. Remember that patriotic anthem, Papa's old Papa's old boathouse, Papa's old boathouse. Remember that patriotic anthem at Papa's old boathouse.
So I begged him to sing that song today. I just love it so much. I love it. And then as we were practicing it, there was a line that jumped out at me that said, "Oh no, we got to do that song too." I don't know if you heard the line about sitting in Grandma's rocking chair. So,
Oh, yeah.
So keep that in mind because this next song has something to do with Granny's old armchair.
Yeah.
Some of you might have heard that one before.
We love our grandparents, don't we?
That's right.
We really do. And this next song I'm going to sing for you has more history to it than just about any song I'm going to sing for you tonight.
It says it has fiddle in it. I better get working.
I'm going to find my A harmonica and we'll make it even sweeter.
I know it's uncomfortable for you. Yeah, you're good.
So anyway, this song we're going to do right now has so much roots in the history of Martha's Vineyard. Anyhow, it's called Granny's Armchair. And I learned it from Gail Huntington.
Vineyard preserver of many a salty tune.
He wrote a book called Songs the Whalermen Sang in the 1960s, and I'm very fortunate that I knew Gail and his lovely wife Mildred, and they encouraged me to sing sea shanties and
Yay!
sing songs. Because he said no one else is. And it's part of our story, it's part of our community story. So on Martha's Vineyard, there's only 2 people on the island who sing sea shanties.
Oh, there must be some other ones. We'll find them. We'll find them.
We'll find them. Maybe they'll come
I
out.
think
Maybe they'll speak.
we're
But
growing
anyway.
them.
But he got this song, Granny's Old Armchair. It's not a seafaring song, but it comes from Zeb Tilton.
Because there were parlor songs back then too. I mean, when you get off the boat, you gotta keep singing, right? So
And
this is one of those songs.
Zeb Tilton was the captain of the LSS Wentworth, a schooner that sailed the waters of Vineyard Haven. Well, she sailed the waters from Maine, all the way up to Maine, all the way down to New York. And in those days, he died 2 months before I was born, so to give you a sense of who we were going back to. Zeb Tilton was celebrated up and down the coast for his amazing skills as a schooner sailor. And he was an amazing fellow because was the last of the coastal schooner fellas. Because in the days before there were trucks, I know this is hard for you to imagine, in the days before asphalt roads, oh, this is impossible to imagine. Can you imagine the days before asphalt roads? The only way that you could move anything economically up and down the coast was either by railroad, which was not all over the place, but by ship, by vessel, by boat. And off the waters of Martha's Vineyard was Route 95 when it came to moving boats up, moving gear and stuff up and down the coast. Huge numbers of vessels going up and down the coast. That's why all our lighthouses are there. Our lighthouses were not built for your little fiberglass boats that are going around the waters around here.
They weren't built for the postcards? What?
No, they're not. No, they were built for the commerce of America. The commerce of America was done by ships, and I know people in the audience are nodding their heads. They know this, and I'm feeling fulfilled. Oh my God, because I feel it's my story to go tell people this, because they somehow feel, oh, it was always trucks.
Can I tell something cool about Zeb Tilton and the family he belonged to?
Sure.
Because I think this is really cool. Zeb Tilton came from a famous family in this area called the Singing Tiltons. I bet you can't guess why.
They sang a lot.
All these songs, they kept them alive. They did.
And so Gail Huntington he didn't have to dig very deep to find it. He married Mildred, and Mildred was a Tilton. So he got indoctrinated. And he learned this amazing song, and I want to say one more thing about Zeb Zeb was celebrated. He performed at Radio City Hall. Here's his schooner captain, telling stories. And the women loved him, treasured him. So anyhow, this song I'm going to sing for you, you're going to wonder to yourself, why have I never heard this on Saturday Night Live? This is a very funny song.
It is.
They don't write these songs anymore. And there's a whole nother show we can do just about the humor of America. But anyhow, pay attention to the words. This is like somebody's telling you a joke. And if you don't pay attention, you won't understand why everybody around you is laughing.
Are you ready? Let's do it.
My grandmother, she, at the age of 93, one day in May was taken sick and died. And as soon as she was dead, why, the will, of course, was read by a lawyer as we stood by her side. To my brother it was found she had left 100 pounds, the same unto my sister I declare. But when it came to me, why the lawyer says he, Granny's left you that old armchair. How they titter and how they laugh, how my brother and my sister laughed when they heard that lawyer declare. Here's your part. Granny's left you that old armchair. It's going to come around again. You're going to help me, okay? Well, I thought it hardly fair. Still I said, I do not care. And when evening came, I took the chair away. Oh, the neighbors at me chaffed, and my brother at me laughed. He said, Mark, you'll find it handy someday. When you settle down in life and you find yourself a wife, you'll find it very handy, I declare. On a cold and frosty night, when the fire is burning bright, you can sit in Granny's old armchair.
You got it. How they titter and how they laugh, how my brother and my sister laughed when they heard the lawyer declare.
What did the lawyer say? Granny's left you that old armchair. What my brother said came true. For in a year or two, strange to say, I settled down in married life. Oh, first a girl I did court, you know, and then I bought her a ring. And I took her to the church. She became my wife. Now you may guess that we were happy as could be. For when my work was over, I declared, oh, I never abroad would roam, but instead, I'd stay at home and be seated in Granny's old armchair. Oh, how they tittered and how they laughed, how my brother and my sister laughed when they heard that lawyer declare. What did the lawyer say? Granny left you that old armchair. last verse. This is the killer verse. This is
Not to give away the
This is the
punchline.
verse you paid for when you paid admission to this free concert. One night, the chair fell down when When I picked it up, I found the seat had fallen out upon the floor. And there, to my surprise, in a pile before my eyes, were a lot of notes, 10,000 pounds or more. When my brother heard of this, well, I must confess, with rage he tore his hair. Oh my God. And all I could say to him was, "Hey, Brother Jim, don't you wish you had Granny's old armchair?" Sing with me. While they tittered and how they laughed, how my brother and my sister laughed when they heard that lawyer declare, "Well, Granny's left you that old armchair. Granny's left you that old armchair." Oh my God, we only have a few minutes left. We got some concerts coming up. We just want to share it with you, let you know. We have these little things here for
Yeah, we
you to
got some
come pick
flyers if
one up.
anybody wants one.
And we're going to wrap this up pretty quickly because we only got a few minutes. Okay. All right. So we got August 7th. We got a private concert on the beach.
Sorry,
Can
you can't
imagine?
come.
Can you imagine that? August 7th. Tuesday, August 15th, we're performing at the Martha's Vineyard Museum. It's hosted by Laurel Reddington.
That's right. Show up outside.
WNBY. I think it's a free concert.
That's right.
Thursday, August 17th, 2 days later, Cape Cod Maritime Museum in
Yes.
Hyannis.
That'll be salty.
And it's called Shanties by the Sea and Beer Tasting.
I think Drunken Sailor's going to be on that playlist.
Friday, August 18th, you're all going to be there, but just know we're going to be there too. We're performing at the Martha's Vineyard Agricultural Society Fair.
The fair!
From 5 to 5:30. It's a quick show.
It's going to be good.
And then Thursday, September 21st, we're performing in Centerville, Cape Cod, for the Acons live celebration of Nantucket Sound. It's at the Beach Club, and we'd love to see you all there. It's sponsored by the Alliance to Protect Nantucket Sound. And if any one of you want to pick this up afterwards, we can give them. We got copies of it. We got to wrap this up.
We got to wrap it up.
Oh
We're
my
going to
God.
do a song now that some of you know, and it's called Rolling Home. Because, of course, we all want you to roll home safe. And this was exactly what they were thinking of when they were singing this song, man. Coming from far away,
And
thinking about going home.
And it's another example of a song I learned from Gail Huntington.
It's a good one. And it's got a good chorus you'll be able to pick up and sing with us.
Thank you for joining with us, everyone, here and abroad and afar. Please share the stories that we share with you. Please share the fact that you had fun,
That's
because
most important.
we want that to be a big part of our story. All on hands and the capstan. See the cable running clear. Heave away and willows. We do steer.
Here's the chorus.
Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to dear England, rolling home, where I be, frosty morning, and the sails were full of snow. Tighten those sheets and pull in those halyards. Let her off and let her go. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to dear England. Rolling home, dear Galilee. All right, one more verse.
It's the best one.
Thank you again.
Many thousand miles behind us, many thousand miles to go. The ocean lifts her waves to bring us to that remembered shore. Here we go. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home. Here we go.
To Martha's Vineyard.
Woo! Rolling home, dear Galilee.
Thank you, everybody.
All right. But we're just glad you came. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being a part of the show.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Come all young sailormen, listen to me. I'll sing you a song of the fish in the sea. Blow, ye winds, westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southward, so steady she goes.